Hello everyone, this is Lewis. This is the long-awaited Gan14 Maglev Pro. Finally, we got it. Many people have pre-ordered. When you see this video, you may be about to get it, or already got it. Let's take a look at this cube. What's the difference between the original Gan14? First of all, the box is beautiful. If you don't remember what the box looks like, you can go back and watch our previous unboxing video. At least I look like this. I think the color is more eye-catching. I think this color scheme is quite touchy. Blue and black. The same as the hard shell cover. Can be used as a cube cover. This product card that matches the color scheme. I feel a little thinner and softer. The cube. Let's take a look at the accessories box first. There is a blue bag. What? It's like a stamp. Take a look. It's like this. Press down. Then something comes up from below. Wow, your design. Is this a little too much? This adjuster looks pretty good. Not only this, but also this. This is easy to understand, because I've seen this before. Is used to adjust the spring inside. Something like that. Then there is a hexagonal hole on both sides. 3x3 solution. Then adjustment manual. To be honest, the adjustment manual is almost more content than the solution. Let's take a quick look. This Gan13 and Gan14. In fact, the biggest upgrade is that it has one more parameter that can be adjusted. Then I don't know if it is based on 14 Pro. Then there are more. I don't know what else to adjust. Oh my god. It's not for adjustment. This is just a tool to open the lid. In order to open the lid, he designed a tool that looks very complicated. That's too much. So it doesn't adjust. It just opened the lid. That means he made the lid very difficult to open. So I need another tool. This one. Which is not necessary. It's just like this. Just open it. It's easy to open. Okay, let's look at the cube itself. It's the same as this. It's like a space capsule. Cube box. You can open it by pressing here. You can open it by pressing it. Press the logo here. It will open automatically. Okay, now, it's accessories. Yes, the same SIM card pin. Then 8 core magnet stocks. Triangle. This is a triangle. Triangle pillar. Good, so it can be the same. It can be changed. Pillar, it's the thing that adjusts the angle of the pillar. It looks like they look the same. Here, Gan14 71.1 grams, 71 grams. And Gan14 Pro 70.9 grams. 0.1 grams per. It's actually the same. The size is the same, 56.15 millimeters, 56.2 millimeters, 0.05 millimeters difference. This Gan14 is already break-in, because it was too slippery at the beginning. I have added all kinds of different oils. But this appearance, see? This is still too slippery. This is called copter. But it's just slippery and loose. Loose to it is not. It is not that. In short, it is automatically returned to its original position. Automatically back to normal. No matter where it is, it will go back. This is good. Here. If you like to automatically return to normal state, then you must look at this part. Oh, there's no. It will not stuck in the middle. The middle place. It will all go back. whether it is in place or not. It's the same. It will definitely return to its original position. Good, this is the real automatic return, right? But in my opinion, it's too loose. It's too loose. This is so loose. This is so loose. This is not good. Too loose. Nice. Unexpectedly, there is UV coated. It doesn't emphasize that it is UV. It doesn't emphasize that it is UV on the box. But it is UV coated. The one that appeared is UV. This is too loose. Here, the corner can also be adjusted. The edge can also be adjusted. They look the same. Same structure. Let me take a look at the structure. It looks the same. It's the same. So can you mix and match? I mix and match like this, actually not. Interfered, did not hit. So it's structure. Good, it's in the middle. The place of the chopsticks. The way the lid is buckled is different. There is no. The way the lid is buckled is different. This place is like this. There is no. Good, then this place. Oh, can't open. Good, he uses this. This little prop. Deep inside. Then press down. Oh my god, why do you have to design it so? This is too high-tech. Could lid this. There is no. Should not you. You hole. You hole. Upgrade is this lid. This lid is separated. Very sensuous. Completely different shapes. Could come. Let's look at the center. Rotating adjustment plate. It looks different. This is 14 Pro 14 Pro. Its plate is smaller. Good, then 14, its plate feels a little bigger. Good, the same as the adjustment of the spring under this. Then the above is the adjustment of the axis. The axis is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, the position of the axis is the same. If you want to be flexible. I see here. The number of gears is the same. But I think I remember 14 at the beginning. Not so loose. 14 is loose. Loose like this. You see. In fact, some people may not love it so loose. I believe it's very fun because it's loose. It has the effect of being completely in place. Then I have this one. I didn't have this 14 because there is molding and lubrication. This, I think this is. Lubrication will only make it sticky because it's really slippery when it comes out. It has lubrication oil, but its oil feels very slippery. Basically, it looks there is no difference in the internal structure. It's just that the way the lid is fixed is very different. So why is this design? When I use 14, I don't think the lid will fall off easily. Then this structure, for this lid, designed such a big African chapter to do this thing. Of purpose, where's the intention? Not to. Okay, this. Sure enough, we can only be small manufacturers. I can't figure out this. Thoughts of big manufacturers. But it's really too slippery. You see, it's really slippery. Its elasticity is also very soft. Its axis is obviously not open. Just like this. The axis is set at 3. That's the same. Its axis is in, but you see it's not very open. This one, it's a little bit more open. I have adjusted this. I have enlarged the axis. This. Too loose. Too loose. If you don't have any concept of adjustment, you can take a look. We have made a short film before teach you how to find the best adjustment method. Many people say, according to our adjustment, in fact, the feeling becomes very good. I think maybe it's really, elasticity is too soft. I think it should be a little bit more elastic. Anyway, don't be so loose. Even loose. The lid itself is not flare. This opening tool is too flare. Hey, it's cool. It feels pretty cool. It feels like a stamp. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Come on, 14 actually has done a lot of things that I think are quite perfect. Then there is no need to talk about the formation mistake. The formation mistake is big enough and the resistance of the force is small enough. 14 brake. 14 brake. I am hard to test the force. Because he basically, in the range of force, there is a resistance. His resistance is very sensitive. Very sensitive. This 14 is okay. I have used it. I believe this steel seal should be the most slippery state after a while. It may become more sticky, but it's better to become sticky. This one is too slippery. Too slippery, too loose. You see. Too slippery. Okay, players who like the smooth and loose square are blessed 14 Pro appearance. Very slippery, and no matter how violently I turn, he will not have a dead situation. It's so strong, you can use it so big. Because I can't use it, we used to say that the current square is overperformance. I think this 14 Pro is a perfect interpretation of this sentence. What is overperformance? It's the feeling of turning down like this. It's actually really. Instead, I tighten it and then add the steel seal. I think the feeling is better. In order to balance the report, I decided to adjust this according to my 14 Pro adjustment method. That is to adjust all the data to the maximum. The axis is adjusted to the maximum, the spring is also adjusted to the maximum, and the magnetic force of the edge is also adjusted to the strongest. After 3 days of leisurely testing, because I took half of the photos a few days ago and then the camera ran out of power, I didn't even know. I set the 14 Pro according to the settings of the 14 Pro. The parameters are all adjusted, the axis is enlarged, the spring is adjusted to the strongest, and the magnetic force is adjusted to the strongest. It's true that turning it up makes it feel more like the 14 Pro. A more stable feeling, because in fact, when this 14 Pro was just unboxed, I think it was really. It's too slippery, it's slippery. There's a problem, it's like this. You see 45 degrees, of course we don't usually do this. But you have to look at it from this place. Some small problems on the structure. He will have this problem, he will be like this. At 45 degrees, this edge will easily go up or down. This is actually, to be honest, the heart is too big, this is too fast. So I think it's not really suitable for practical use in the state of just appearing. Because if you do a few bigger moves, it will be easy to spray the edge directly. Okay, these two, whether it's from the structure or the magnetic force configuration. In fact, it's basically exactly the same, it's really just stuck in the center cover. But now, after the grinding, I think the feeling is still very different. What's left is the last thing you should do, which is lubrication. Sometimes lubrication is not to make it more slippery, but to make it a little more sticky. Like this one, there is actually a little bit of center oil and lubrication with buffer oil. It is now a loose and stable feeling. But this one, the Gan14 Pro, obviously has not been trained. So it is now only the feature of loosening. Basically does not have any stable description. So I can only say that I think Gan14 Pro. I think, because of our buffer oil. It is to neutralize the original lubricant in your cube. Then release some static electricity like this. Then increase its overall stickiness. It's not just sticking it. So if you have other oils in the cube, at this time, the buffer oil will have a stronger effect. Then turn a few times. Not bad, it looks like it's already a little bit sticky. Then this is a very powerful and exaggerated buffer. This feature is still there. Then let's see if the Gan14 that has been fully lubricated has such a feeling. In fact, no. Because you can't see it so loose and then you can pull it back. But when you actually turn it, you can feel its stability is actually there. I don't dare to add too much buffer oil myself. But at this time, buffer oil is suitable for a particularly loose cube like this. Come, let's look at it directly from the screen. In fact, the force of my wave is similar to just now. But if it was not lubricated just now, you can see that it is actually very easy to become a helicopter turn. That won't be now. And it also has the characteristic of the ghost dust. Not bad. Okay, that's about it this one. After adjustment. And then there is the most important lubrication work. Then I will turn it a few times. About half an hour later. Because I dare not make a conclusion too early. Okay, these two should basically be now. Compared at the same base point. Then here you can feel. Gan14 can be in. Under the same setting. Under the same lubrication. Reach a smoother feeling. Gan14 is. Like I just said, it's more stable. It does turn up quite stable. Under such a setting. Of course, it won't be very loose. Just soften those springs a little bit. Okay, but I mean, if you really want to compare these two, on the Gan14 Pro side, it can reach one. You see, just the one I just talked about, the reversal phenomenon, is more obvious. Then this one is because of it. It feels like it's turning. The friction difference is slightly larger. In fact, I think the difference is really not very big. You listen to the sound. It's a little bit lighter on the Gan14 Pro side. Okay, that's really the difference. I think it's a bit like picking bones in an egg. Okay, here is the most important question. If you already have Gan14 players, then you must be very confused. Do you want to catch up with this one? A little bit smoother version. I think it's really unnecessary because this is actually not cheap. Of course, if you are the kind of pursuit, a little bit of a difference. You think you want to experience it, then I think it's okay. Otherwise, in general, if you already have Gan14, I think you don't have to rush to buy Gan14 Pro. Maybe you can wait for Gan15. Or there is a follow-up Gan14. We don't know the model. If you are players who have not bought Gan14, do you want to buy Gan14? Or buy a little more expensive Gan14 Pro? I would recommend you measure the budget. These two are actually very similar on both sides. Unless you think that one is very good. You want to? Then you can just attack the top to Gan14 Pro. Okay, if that's the case, you actually consider it from the budget, maybe it's about the same. Because of the structure of these two. I think it's basically the same. I can switch the edge. I won't hit it even if I switch my feet. It's just a little bit of a difference. Let's take a look at this smoothness. Like this. It's going to stick here. I want to emphasize that sticking is because of the adhesion at home. Gan14 Pro. It still retains the large adhesion. The effect of the adhesion. Okay, that's pretty much it. This Gan14 Pro's unboxing. Then experience. Okay, then try it. It'll show you the evaluation. If you have any questions, you can leave a message in the video. Otherwise, this is good. If you see this video, you share it. Then follow and subscribe to Xiao Wanhao's YouTube. And subscribe to Xiao Wanhao's Douyin. And follow Xiao Wanhao's Facebook fan group. Then this is early. Maybe the end of the month. We'll come back to mini Facebook fan group. Let's do a public lottery, okay? Okay, as long as you have. Share this YouTube video on Facebook or share this. Because I should also post it on Facebook. Share it publicly. Then we will come according to the list you share to give you a draw. Okay? If you're lucky, you might get a Gan14. That Gan14 Pro will come. Okay, in Wu Wei, if you have any questions, please leave a message in the video. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye bye.